I'm Los Angeles County Supervisor Mike Antonovich. The traditional state of California's borrowing more money and increasing taxes has resulted today in the largest deficit in our history. That has resulted in a loss of jobs, and our state's bond ratings are now at the rate of a third world country. Imagine that. What we need to have today is structural reform, no more band-aids. I would suggest that the governor appoint a 5-member commission made up of the 5 professors from our various business schools in the state of California and do a quick 60-day review on structural reform, and then give that to the state legislature, who would then be called into special session by the governor to implement. What we need to have is elimination and consolidation of the various state agencies, many of them doing duplicate services. It makes more sense to have one agency providing direction and aid and resources to an individual or locality than to have 5, 6, 7, or 8 different agencies doing the same. We also need to have a 2-year budget to have stability for our schools and our local governments to plan ahead when we do our budgets. We need to have a part-time legislature. We also need to ensure that we have a repealing of term limits. This has created a situation today where with term limits, we now have people who are in leadership positions for 52 weeks or 100 weeks. We don't have the stability, and nobody's running the store. I would also like to have the legislature ensure that no legislation would be enacted that provides an appropriation to a city, community, or organization when the legislation costs more to pass than the recipient would receive. Currently, it costs about $500,000 to pass a bill, when many times a locality will only receive $50,000 or $100,000 appropriation. Finally, we need to reform our civil service laws so that we ensure that we have productivity in the workplace and we're not paying for deadwood that's only taking up valuable tax resources instead of providing the service that the taxpayers are providing those resources for. Thank you.